Yo, what's up, sports bettors? I got 5 player props you're not going to want to miss on PrizePicks. 5 pick flex play. So let's just go ahead. Let's get into my picks. So my first play is right here. It's from what's called the Sportsbook screen. So right here, you just go to screen and then Sportsbook screen. And basically when I'm using this tool, I'll just zoom in a bit. I'm looking for discrepancies, right? You're looking for value in the market as a sharp sports bettor. So what you're going to notice is we're looking at the NBA player points plus rebounds market, but you can look at any market you want. Sometimes I find value in player assists, player blocks, whatever. But anyways, the first play I have is on Michael Porter. So what you're going to notice is in Lakers Nuggets, PrizePicks has his line set at 21.5. You look at all the sports books, they have him at 20.5. PrizePicks is at 21.5. Then you have the sports books at 20.5. So I've said this in other videos, but as a sports bettor, the key to making money sports betting is you realize, because it's true, all of these sports books, right, PrizePicks, whatever, they're all data points on where the line should be set. So PrizePicks is saying 21.5. All the sports books are at 20.5. And then you look at the other fantasy sites, No House Advantage and Parlay Play. Those are 2 other sites that work like PrizePicks. They have Porter's line lower as well at 21. So we want to take Porter's under, right? We have numerous data points telling us that Porter's line should be at either 20.5 or 21. PrizePicks is at 21.5. They're too high. So really, when I'm using this tool, I'm hunting through the market and I'm looking for discrepancies. So for Caldwell Pope, all the books have him at 12.5 points plus rebounds. There's no value. You look at LeBron, all the books have him at 34.5. There's no value, right? You're hunting through the market, just like a savvy investor, right? You're looking through all the possible investments you could make, and you're looking for 5 plays with value. And here's the best play currently available on Michael Porter. So I took him under 21.5 points plus rebounds. So then what we can do is kind of explain PrizePicks strategy before we get into the picks. You know, I try to make these videos educational, kind of explain to you how I find value, how I make money on these platforms. And what you're going to notice is on PrizePicks, right? This is what I call a fixed payout sportsbook, right? They don't change your payout based on you selecting over versus under, right? Any 5 picks you create, this is the payout you're getting. So it doesn't matter if I switch this to, a soccer pick. It won't matter at all. If you go 5 for 5, you get a 10x payout, 4 for 5, 2x payout, 3 for 5, 0.4x payout. PrizePicks is a fixed payout platform, right? So what you can essentially do is reverse engineer, and I know it sounds complicated, but it's really not, and I'll put the spreadsheet in the description, is you can back out what percentage of my picks do I have to win to be profitable on PrizePicks, right? PrizePicks is a fixed payout platform. They don't change your payout based on you selecting over versus under, based on you selecting golf, baseball, basketball. It doesn't matter, right? Any 5 picks you select, this is the payout you're getting. So what you can do is just essentially back out what percentage of my picks do I have to win to be profitable, and it's 54.25%. Right? So essentially the way that PrizePicks, the way that this platform, PrizePicks, the way they make money is they assume most people can only get their over-unders correctly, 50% of the time. If you have no advantage on PrizePicks, you're only going to be able to win these over-unders 50% of the time, right? You're going to get 50% right, 50% wrong. If you have no edge, no advantage, you picking over versus under is just like flipping a coin. You're 50% to be right, 50% to be wrong. So on PrizePicks, it's pretty simple, right? Everything on PrizePicks, people add all these reasons for, this is how you make money off PrizePicks. It's all BS. It all boils down to winning 54.25% of your picks. If you win, let's say 56% of your player props, if you can hit player props just like this, 56% of the time, only lose 44%, it doesn't matter if you're betting on golf, NBA, whatever. Your ROI on PrizePicks is going to be positive, 11.9%. And I'll include this spreadsheet in the description if you want to play around with the numbers for a 5 flex. You can also, reach out to me with any questions you have. So if you can win 56% of your player props, which some people are like, that's easy to do. It's not easy to do, right? Winning 56% of your picks, only losing 44% of your over-unders is very hard, right? So if you're only winning, 52% of your picks, so if you have a slight advantage, right? Again, if you're flipping a coin, if you have no edge, you're going to get your over-unders correctly 50% of the time. But even if you have a slight advantage, you're able to win 52% of your picks, only lose 48, you're still going to be unprofitable, very unprofitable on PrizePicks. You're going to have an ROI of negative 13.9%, right? So PrizePicks strategy, all it boils down to, everything, is winning 54.25% of your player props, winning 54.25% of your over-unders. PrizePicks has made a very successful business. It's a very popular platform, and they've done it because they know most people don't have an advantage. They know most people can't win their player props much over 50% of the time. So they make money off 99% of sports bettors. That's why PrizePicks is in business and can offer all these profitable promos. They know most people can't win their player props, whether they're betting on soccer, NBA first quarter, whatever. Most people can't get these over-unders correctly above 54.25% of the time long term. So one of the tools I use to find player props that are winning over 54.25% of the time is right here. It's called the Fantasy Optimizer, right? So you can use this betting tool for PrizePicks, Underdog Fantasy, Parlay Play. I mean, sometimes there's a bunch of value on Underdog Fantasy. Sometimes there's more value on No House Advantage, all these different fantasy sites. So essentially what this betting tool does is it just quantifies, based on sportsbook odds, what the win probability for particular bets are. So any of the plays that are winning above 54.25% of the time are just going to be highlighted in green. So you can see no value on Underdog Fantasy right now in the NBA. Again, I'm just showing you guys in these videos where I'm finding value. Sometimes it's on Underdog Fantasy, sometimes it's on Parlay Play, and you may not have some of these sportsbooks available to you, right? Certain sportsbooks are legal in certain locations. So the point of these videos is obviously, I want them to be educational, explain how these platforms work, but even if you use different sports books, hopefully these videos are still kind of helpful explaining to you, how you can find value in the market. So what you're going to notice is, okay, on PrizePicks, we know, winning 52.2% of the time, it doesn't cut it. So D'Angelo Russell, he's a little more likely to go under 8 rebounds plus assists, 52.21%. So his under is slightly more likely than his over, right? His under is the favored outcome, but not 54.25%, right? That's the break-even number. You got to win your picks at least 54.25% of the time to be profitable on PrizePicks. So all the plays winning above 54.25% of the time are highlighted in green, right? Slight differences due to rounding. So LeBron, this is basically very marginal. So it's in yellow, 54.26%, 54.25%. So it's marginal, right? But essentially what you want to do is just take these picks in green. So you're going to see one of the plays out there that I ended up going with is Jamal Murray under 6 assists. This plays 54.88% to win, right? And again, everything's just based on sportsbook odds. OddsJam just bases everything in raw data, sportsbook odds. So this is the next play that I went with, Jamal Murray under 6 assists, right? So that's the second player prop I included, and it's pretty simple. Why do I like this bet? Because it's winning 54.88% of the time, according to the Fantasy Optimizer, right? According to the Fantasy Optimizer, and that's above, where is the number? 54.25%. So it's a profitable player prop to go with on PrizePicks. Then the final play I went with is from the Positive EV tool. So again, sometimes I find more value on the sportsbook screen, right? The sportsbook screen helps you identify, just like Michael Porter, where are sportsbooks setting the line at different levels, right? Sometimes sportsbooks have the line at 20 versus 21. So the sportsbook screen helps you identify, because all books set lines, they set odds independently. So the sportsbook screen is mainly used for seeing where do books have the stat line set at different levels, right? Maybe 21.5 points versus 20.5 points. That's what the sportsbook screen is used for. But what this Positive EV tool, the Positive Expected Value Betting tool, is used for is comparing where do books have the line set at the same levels. So you're going to notice for Dennis Schroeder right here, his under 14.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. So the OddsJam EV tool, it just highlights the profitable bets in green and in bold. So you're going to see here it's recommending, we take Schroeder's under 14.5 PRAs on PrizePicks, right? So the bet in bold and in green is Schroeder under 14.5 PRAs on PrizePicks, 1.42% profit margin, which is pretty good, right? A lot of people would be like, why is a 1.42% profit margin any good? And just think about it, right? In sports betting, your returns are daily. This game is going to be over in 24 hours, right? If you can earn a 1% ROI on all your bets, that's 30% over the course of the month. Because in general, you're betting on games that are within the next 24 hours. So in sports betting, your returns are daily. That's why you can make a lot of money sports betting, is the compounding, right? Like if you're betting, let's say $1,000 a day, you can earn a 1% ROI, which is pretty low, right? But let's just say that's all you can earn, 1% ROI on your bets. Over the course of a month, that's 30% ROI because you're earning that 1% ROI every single day. So, long story short, why do we like this play on Schroeder? Well, let's take a look at kind of, again, PrizePicks is a platform where they're not changing your payout, right? You're still getting this payout. If we switch Reeves to an under for first quarter total points, you're still getting the same payout. PrizePicks is a fixed payout platform, right? It doesn't matter if you take overs or unders. That's not how they beat you, right? The way they beat you is they know most people can't win 54.25% of their picks. But what you're going to notice is for Schroeder, all of the sports books, right? Pinnacle, sharpest sports book in the world, they have his under juiced all the way to minus 164 odds. So all of the sports books are saying, yo, Schroeder's a lot more likely to go under as opposed to over. And PrizePicks is not a platform. They don't change your payout based on you selecting over versus under. So obviously, for Dennis Schroeder, we'd rather take his under on PrizePicks, his under 14.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, because the under is the favored outcome. The under is the more likely outcome, according to the sports books. And again, like the sports books have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in their ability to set lines. And it's not just like you have one sports book telling you, hey, Schroeder is more likely to go under. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There's 5 sports books that already have points plus rebounds plus assists odds posted for Lakers Nuggets game 1. They all have Schroeder's under as the heavily favored outcome, right? So the under, when you think about it, right, he's either going to go over or under 14.5 PRAs. The sports books are telling you the under is more likely. So this is a player prop. We essentially are like finding a coin weighted in our favor. We just said, like on PrizePicks, if you have no advantage, you're going to win 50% of your picks, lose 50% of your picks. Well, here we're finding a coin weighted in our favor. The sports books are telling us, hey, Schroeder, he's a lot more likely to go under as opposed to over, right? So this is a profitable bet to go with on PrizePicks, right? Just using the positive EV tool, positive expected value betting tool, is all the books are telling us, no, this guy, he's more likely to go under as opposed to over. So we're following the data, and that's how you make money on PrizePicks. So you can quantify the win probability for this bet using what's called a no-vig odds calculator. So I've explained how this calculator kind of works before, but essentially it takes the sportsbook's odds and tells you the win probability for the bet. So for example, we can see the Nuggets are favored in game 1 against the Lakers. That makes sense. The Nuggets are at home. They're the higher seed. So yeah, the Nuggets should be favored in game 1. You're going to see they're minus 218 to win. And you can see that, hey, the Lakers are plus 208. So according to the betting market, what this no-vig calculator does is it tells you the probability that the market is implying the two outcomes win. So we know the Lakers are the underdog, right? And we know that the Nuggets are the favored team. So according to the sports books, the Nuggets are roughly 67.86% to win. And that should make sense, right? Minus 200, if a team is minus 200, that means they're a 2-to-1 betting favorite. Minus 200 means a 2-to-1 betting favorite, 2/3 to win, 66.67% to win. So if the Nuggets were exactly minus 200 and the Lakers were plus 200, the Lakers would be 2-to-1 underdogs, 1/3 to win, 2-1 underdogs, 1/3 to win, 33.33% to win. In the Nuggets would be 2/3 to win, 66.67%. But the Nuggets are slightly bigger favorites. So the market is telling you, hey, the Nuggets are a bit over 2/3 to win, right? 67.86%. Now for the Celtics, they're even bigger favorites. They're bigger than 3-1 betting favorites, right? So minus 300 means a 3-1 betting favorite, right? 3/4 to win, 75% to win. So if the Celtics were exactly minus 300, they'd be 75% to win this game, right? And you can see here, that would mean the Heat are 3-1 underdogs, 1/4 to win, 25% to win. But the Nuggets are the Celtics are a bit bigger of favorites. They're minus 345. And you can see the the Heat are best offered at plus 306. So according to the betting market, the Celtics are a bit over 75% to win game one, 75.89%. So it's the same thing here, right? According to the betting market, according to Pinnacle Sportsbook, which is known to be the sharpest, the smartest sportsbook in the world, they have Schroeder's under at minus 164. They have his over at plus 122. Right, his under's at minus 164, his over's at plus 122. So the under, according to Pinnacle, their betting market, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, the under is 57.97% to win. Right, so that's a profitable player prop on PrizePicks because it's winning above 54.25% of the time. If you could win all your prop bets on PrizePicks 57.97% of the time, your ROI would be 26.7%. So this, if you could get 5 picks like Schroeder under 14.5 PRAs, you would be good to go on PrizePicks, right? You would be making a lot of money long term. So just using math to find an advantage, sports betting, that's what we're doing. Because PrizePicks, it ultimately boils down to what percentage of your picks can you win. So the 5 picks I ended up going with on PrizePicks are Jokic over 27.5 points, Porter under 21.5 points plus rebounds, Smart under 9 rebounds plus assists, Schroeder under 14.5 PRAs, Jamal Murray under 6 assists. Just showing you guys in these videos, right, where I'm finding value, where I'm finding an edge. You can reach out with any questions, but here are the 5 picks, the 5 NBA picks that I went with on PrizePicks. 5 picks I locked in to make $1,000 hopefully. Any questions you have, again, don't hesitate to reach out and let's get after it. Let's make some money.